What is the future for PP? And we were talking off camera about that. Like, is it kind of what's happening in a lot of places like Phuket? It seems like Thailand's going through an upgrade. Let's call it from 3.5 star to 4.5, 5 star. Is this also transitioning to PP Island as well in terms of like the businesses that are opening up?
I would like to think so. Yes, in a lot of ways, yes. I mean, a lot of you have to bear in mind as well, like this kind of like upgrading is because you're getting investors from like foreign investors coming in to like either buy these properties or help these properties in Thailand and elevate it. Not a lot of it's the original owners because of COVID, you know. And I think that's could be the case for PP. I mean, like I'll happily say that like we ourselves were looking at that exit strategy, you know, but on PP in general, I think there's it's in the air now that we have to like pick ourselves up and be better in terms of like the market that we wanted or want in the future. And you can tell like by the new restaurants and the new types of restaurants that are opening on PP that it's definitely more elevated now. Like as opposed to like before, you know, like all these plastic chairs like sitting in the street. People are starting to want to have this, you know, like this new crowd there. And I would say the same with the hotels as well. Like for us, for sure, like we're trying to, it's hard, hey, trying to upgrade from 2 years of no income.
Yeah, I know. But you're going to need a couple years to, that's why I always thought PP probably still needs another 2 to come back, and then it's going to boom again. Are you seeing the you know, Singa shirts, jungle elephant pants, and buckets of you know full moon party buckets? Is that crowd, the backpacker crowd, coming back, or is that kind of disappeared a little bit?
They are definitely coming back to PP. Like this is the thing. Like when the restrictions kind of like lessen a little bit, even when the country was opening a little bit, there was already people in PP because it's PP, you know. But like the types of tourists for sure are they're still the same age group, like in terms of market, they're still the same age group, but less so the backpacker type, you know, like more just on holiday. They're not traveling all the way through Southeast Asia anymore. They're just coming there, like, you know, partying and then going home.
They're more mature than I was. So they're
but I mean, it's not gone. You know, that crowd is not gone. There's still like hostels and guest houses that are wanting to come back and rebuild. So and like provide like a place for this market. But will it go back to being completely the same? I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. Are you seeing like at night? Like when I was there at nighttime, basically the way PPI found work was by 3 o'clock or even 1 p.m. Like you get the boat tours, you're drinking all day, you get off, you're coming back at 5, and you kind of keep partying till about 1 in the morning because the music turns off around 12. What time is it officially? 1 o'clock. They turn it off, which is great for PP and for me personally because then you kind of get to bed around 2 instead of Phuket. I don't know, fucking 7. If you're out in Patong and some bar that, you know, the lights never come on. Are you still seeing like that type of inflow of tourists where they're out at Slinkies, they're still doing the buckets, they're still partying, they're part of the, you know, the pool parties are coming back to life, or is it kind of like that energy's still down 50%?
I mean, during just coming off of COVID, the market was definitely more like families and expats living in Phuket now. So, and for us, like we had this like, in the hotel, we had like this group, this mixture between like these families, these expats, and then like these like kids coming to party. But like in terms of the attractions and the fire shows and stuff on the beach, it's a mixture of both. It's a mixture of both. Whereas before, like you'd never see a family with strollers on PP, like never, you know. It was just kids everywhere, and you're kind of like. We're seeing that a little bit more now. What we're seeing as well is like long stays on PP, like, you know, like people that work remotely, which is like the byproduct of COVID, right? And they're staying on the island for like, you know, 2-3 months. And it's like, it's part of our thing. Like we have monthly rates now in the hotel, which we never used to support this group. And they're a little bit more mature. You know, they have European money in PP, or like American, whatever, like wherever their head office is, and they're staying there and they're willing to spend more money there. And I think that's definitely gonna be more of a thing. We're seeing more and more of those every day. Like at the moment, like 10% occupancy in our hotel is digital nomads.